Okay, let's talk. You and I, we need to talk. We need to have a talk. Let's sit down or whatever you are. We need to talk, okay? This game, this... Alright, so I wanted to rant a couple today. Even though I made a video about quantum physics, I wanted to rant about something that right now I'm having a conundrum. Please tell me, right? Please tell me. People will talk about, oh, it's not about knowledge, it's not about books. Oh, if you read a whole bunch of books, you're not gonna, it's not about knowing, it's about action or of the heart. Look, I am very creative in nature in my mind, okay? That I try to incorporate everything that I learn into teaching people, because some of the things might not be the right way for people, because people have different circumstances. People, either they have a family or they're single or they have in a relationship. There's many different ways that people go at it. Not everything is useful for people, the information right now, right? So I've been getting this a lot. I still don't understand how this freaking talking about, oh, books is not, or knowledge is not important. Now, if you think about this, very logical, and you try to analyze this, without knowledge or without books, you won't, or video that you listen to won't help you if you don't take that in, right? But here's the thing. Why are you trying to go to self-help books, or why do you go to self-help gurus or things? Because you want to upgrade what you know, right? What you don't know can hurt you in the long run, right? And these books or knowledge are like a belief system. They're a belief of someone else who have achieved success, or who know certain things that I don't know or we don't know. And then when you're reading it, you're digesting their belief system, right? Just like Bruce Lee. When Bruce Lee reading these type of books, he's incorporating into his mind his philosophy of life. Tell me this. Why is it that society, people, bash on books and bash on knowledge, and yet they go to school, and yet they praise the educational system that adults promote? Oh, don't read these books, or books don't help you in the real world. It's not about that. It's about the action. People who say that don't understand what books are like, because they never try to read the book. They read metaphysical, spiritual books, but they never read outside of that. Just like being a doctor, right? They took study. They had to read the books. They had to practice. And you want an expert, a really good doctor, right? You don't want a person who read a couple books and then, or try to take action, right, and kill you. That doesn't make sense, for God's sake. Now, most people who say it's all about the action. Well, you can take so many action. You're like a chicken cutting off your head. Like, you're a chicken cutting your head, like running around with your head, and you're running around. You don't know what to do. Now, when I was a kid, right, or when I was like in 2000, not kid, teenager, or no, not a teenager, 2012, so I wasn't a teenager, maybe in 20 something, 20, right? And I told myself I wanted to be wiser. And when I was out of boarding school, so that's like back in 2010, right? When I got out of it, I thought I had everything figured out. I thought I knew everything. I felt great because I did finish, graduated from boarding school. I thought I knew everything. I remember that specific point. I know nothing. I know shit. Like, I was like a fucking person who thought they knew about everything. He doesn't. And most people think it's about experience. It's not always about experience. It's about trying to figure out life. And most people, that's why I still don't understand to this day, right? Let's say again, why are you putting your kid through school or college? Why are you promoting kids or school through college? That doesn't make sense. Because you want to, for the kid, either for the experience or to know something, or that a freaking degree, right? Most people put their kid so they can have a degree because society live on fucking piece of paper that say you have value. That doesn't mean, I don't understand that bullshit. Like, people who bash on knowledge and books, they don't understand anything. Like, books, like, you can watch a video and they have, like, most videos do have depth, but books have a fucking degree of depth that you don't understand. And most people who read books understand this. Like, there are things that sometimes you be like, whoa, what is this? Like, wow, I didn't know that. Books, videos, lectures are a tool to be used to upgrading what you know. Because if you don't know anything, it will kill you. Just like when you go to a store and they try to upsell you to buy their credit card, and if you don't know that, then you're fucked. Jesus Christ. I just don't understand why people bash on books and knowledge. Oh, because you read things and you don't take action. Well, if you know certain things that most people don't know, then you can take better action, or you can create better belief system than you would have not take that, right? And also, if you want to debate things, you must know. Like, if you want to connect. Okay, so for a couple of reasons why I want to read many facets of life, because I'm a curious person, okay? Because curious want to understand how the world works. That's why you see physicists and logical people, or mechanics, or engineers. They want to figure out how it works, and they do it. They analyze. But the problem is, most people don't want to think that far, and they say it's about the action. It's about this. But then why are you going to school? Jesus Christ. You can pick a book and read about it, and if you read 50, 60, 100 books, you probably know more than those college students that ever will know, or the college kid that going to school. You probably will never know more. Or you interview people who are top of their field, or expert, advanced degrees, for God's sake. You will know more than people who will go to college or school. Jesus fucking Christ. I still don't get it. I think that the educational system is broken and is teaching people nonsense. You're there for the experience, but school is teaching you, the adult world is teaching you that you should value a piece of paper more than you value you. More than you value the skill that you have developed over a decade, over a year, over 2, 3, 5 years. Jesus Christ. That's it. My rant is done. And just tell me this, okay? People who bash on books and knowledge, they don't have. That's why I often show books, because it's visual. Because people learn visual. There's auditory, there's visuals, and there's, let me say, auditory, visual, and there's something physical. 3, learning different styles. But for God's sake, man, I still don't get it. That's it. And also, when you learn something, you can teach other people something, and so that create a value within yourself. See, the thing is, the reason why I read multiple books, because I want to be different. I want to stand out. I don't want to be the same like everybody else, teaching the same thing, because there's certain things that most people can't see. And I try to incorporate that as a whole, as a system. Well, not a system, but still. That's it. That's all I got today. Bye.